Good evening and welcome to the best place. Oh, she's holding her ears. I must be really screaming. That's the excitement that I feel. Welcome to the Attitude Shift. I'm Donna Butler. Siobhan Shaw's in a box too. We don't know where Ariel is. She'll be don't worry. No. She'll be sliding in. She's just on another side of the house right now. She's totally missed out on the time, and she's doing a little entertaining. And so she'll slide in with us. I know, the life of the beautiful ones. She'll slide in with us shortly. In the meantime, who else better to look at than the lovely Siobhan Shaw? Hey, darling, how are you?
She's entertaining as in entertaining people or entertaining ideas or what? That sounds really exciting to me.
I know it does too, huh?
Yeah.
No, actually,
I have no life.
Me either. That's why I'm here.
This is it. This is the highlight of my week.
I have been banished to the quiet room, which is the quietest room in the house. I have had the fingers pointed at me. This is where you're doing the show tonight. So, but really, no, she's just actually saying goodbye to a couple of people that stopped by to see her and wish her well on her amazing journey that she's on. And you know about that journey, and as many of you do, we thank everybody that writes in. There she is. There's people that come in and they see us in the store and they come up to us and they give her a hug and they tell her well done on her journey. So she's kind of blurry. I don't know what's going on.
I know. Ariel Butler is our new co-host, and she's been riding with us. She's been riding shotgun in the front seat for a month or so, and we just love the addition to the show. I mean, it's just great to have somebody else with another opinion, and she has very strong opinions.
Does she ever?
Does she ever? No, yeah, you look great.
Okay.
You look good to me.
I'm sorry I'm sliding in late. I had visitors, so I'm here
Well,
now.
we were just wondering if you were entertaining gentlemen or entertaining ideas.
Both.
Ooh.
I'm always entertaining ideas.
You gotta,
gentlemen getting some advice.
You gotta love intelligent women.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. You can't go wrong when you have an intelligent woman by your side.
So Ariel, I don't know if you heard any of our prep, because I know you were in the other room and on the other side of the house, so I don't know if you know what we're going to do tonight, because we just kind of came up with this idea about, what, an hour ago, Donna? Just before
about an hour
dinner. Yeah, just between making dinner and eating dinner, I came up with this idea, and Donna came up with this idea, and so we're going to have some fun, because we all have days like this. Every day often is like this for me, where we have all these different emotions spinning around, and they come up and they throw us off track, or you've got anger issues, or you're just like, whoa, everything's great, and then the next minute it's like right, and these aren't like serious mental health conditions. We're not talking bipolar or something like that. We're talking about hormones,
right?
Just everyday life, everyday issues that we have. So we have this spectrum of emotions. So it's like a mixed bag of emotions that we go through every day. Every day. Hopefully not every day, because that just makes you like, woo. Anyway, so we thought we'd do a show like that, and so that's exactly what we're going to do. And what I did was I filled a bag.
Oh, yes.
I filled a bag with reusable bag. So I filled a bag with all kinds of items from around the house. And what we're going to do is we're going to pull one out at a time, and we're going to fix up an emotion to it, so whatever comes to mind, and then we're going to talk about that emotion and how to shift that, because there's also an attitude that usually comes with the emotion, and then we'll just have some fun for the next 30 minutes.
Ooh, I'm excited.
Okay.
All right, let's do this.
Who's going first?
Okay, hang on.
You're a little too excited, Ariel.
Can you see this? Can you see this, you guys? Oh, there you go.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so we got
who's going to go first? Ariel,
emotion. The emotion. What emotion can you label this with?
Excitement. Because you can see if it's dark, it gives you light. Like if I was stranded somewhere and it was like dark and I saw a flashlight, like, okay, if I'm in a car and it's dark and I need a flashlight to pop the hood or the trunk and I can't find one, and then like under the seat I just happen to see a flashlight roll under, I would be excited. I'm just going with it.
No, that's good. That's good. Okay, so excitement. So excitement during your day. How do you handle being overly excited, let's say?
Well, turn it off.
Oh, sorry, it should be on. Is it on? I can't see. Okay, it's on.
Mom's gone.
What?
Okay,
so
the flashlight's behind it, Mom.
Okay, so turn it off. How do you turn off that overexcitement? Because that can get you into trouble.
Too much.
Right? Too much excitement. Because then you start acting like a fool. What do you do?
You act basically like a fool and probably get into situations or areas where you don't want to, or you don't probably want your light to shine.
So you know what? You know what happens to me? I'll tell you what happens to me. When I get really excited, I talk really loud and I'm very animated, right? So I get overly enthusiastic, and then people think I'm yelling because my voice, the level of my voice goes up, and it's just because I'm excited.
Right.
And it can be over little things. I had a friend who called who needed some help with a new radio show she was doing, and she just needed me to teach her some things. And I was telling somebody that, and I was overly excited about it because she's doing this new show, and I was excited for her.
You were more excited than she was.
Right, probably. And the person was like, will you bring it down a few levels? Like a few, turn the volume down because you're really loud.
And how do you take that? Like, do you take that in a way like, okay, I appreciate that, or you take that as, well, that's kind of rude to say?
Oh, good question. Yeah, I'm not 100% excited about it when somebody mentions it, because I'm not one to control my emotions easily. Like, I find it hard to control my emotions. So, I do have a mixed bag of emotions during a day. A typical day, I can be, sad and glad and, happy, and, I can be all the emotions all wrapped up into one, even. You don't want to see me then. It's like really terrible, right? What's that? Cartoon character that goes around, the Tasmanian Devil?
Tasmanian Devil.
That could be me.
Yeah, I think that can be all of us.
So I do think that if I'm overly excited about something, that if somebody always tries to put a lid on it, I then decide I don't want to get excited in front of that person. So they never see my full range of emotion.
That's like hanging around with somebody who's always, like, miserable or sad. Like, you notice that you change to, someone told me the other day that I know how to change to my environment. Like, I know how to talk around certain people that I'm around. I know how to change to how they're talking or, relate to them. And that's just like attitudes, like if you're around somebody who's constantly sad, upset, or looking at the negative on things, you notice that you start to kind of pick up on that. You start to notice the itty-bitty things that you probably haven't noticed before, or you start to look at yourself and you start, I don't know, your attitude starts to change. So that's why that's a big important thing to watch who you hang around, because you pick up on it.
Yeah, that's true. Donna, so how, other than how, okay, should we go on to the next one? I think just, watch.
Let's pull out another one before I get cut off again.
Okay.
I'm in the quiet room, they're going to get shut off.
It's not it's just a movie, so it's not The Unknown or anything, although it is. It's a good show.
Yeah, it's a good looking movie.
But it's a DVD. Okay, so attach an emotion to a DVD. What is that?
I attach that emotion as Ariel looks like she got cut off too. I attach that emotion as wanting to be closed off, kind of in your own world, you know, because usually when I watch a movie, usually that's kind of what I do. I just kind of pick a movie that I want, and go into my own world with it. I don't watch a movie to think about my problems. I watch a movie to escape.
Oh,
So,
I love that.
with that being said, that's my escape. That little hatch when you open and take the DVD out and it makes that sound, do it. That's
it?
kind of, yeah,
Oh,
that's,
I always think I'm going to snap the DVD in two.
yeah,
So-
no, the opening of that.
I don't know. I can't get. All right, whatever.
Yeah, just the
Closed.
opening. Yeah,
It's
just
open.
the opening.
All right.
Yeah, just
We
the
didn't
opening of
practice
that.
this. We didn't practice any of this, ladies and gentlemen. So, Ariel, okay, so she says it's like escapism, like trying to escape from your real world.
Seeing a DVD.
Yeah, like the emotion that we could attach to a DVD.
That's like a book. Seeing a book. Yeah, I could see that. Wanting to escape from your life, looking at a DVD as an escape for you in your world. Because a lot of people relate their lives to movies. You know, soap operas.
Yeah. How many people look at a soap opera? I have to ask you this. And then think that that's the normal way to act.
Hell no.
No, but I am going. No, but I know it does seem kind of real. Like I know people in my life that's happened to, like husbands cheating with the mamas and the daughters and the sisters, and like ongoing relationships for like 15 years. I know people like that. You know, I'm just saying. Shout out to all my soap operas.
I just wonder if people just mimic what they see. Like, do they watch and then they go out and try to mimic it?
I hope not. I hope not.
Okay, so how do we deal with that feeling that we need to escape from our life? So
Face it. When the movie goes off, you know, you have to go back to the real world. There's no such thing as escaping forever. You have to come back. So it's cool. Escape for an hour and 45 minutes, but deal with it when you come back. You're going to have to deal with it. So I think that's the simplest thing.
Okay. It's a donut wrapped up. We want to save it for tomorrow. Now I've squished it. What?
I just think it's cute.
Keep
Aria,
it fresher.
you want to go first, Aria?
Oh, she's gone again. Okay.
She's off again.
Okay, attach an emotion to the donut.
Sweetness. Just
Okay.
feeling, when I saw that immediately, I thought of just sweetness. I thought of hugging and kissing and that vanilla smell that I'm a baker, so you know there's that
True,
vanilla
yeah.
almond
True,
smell. I mean, you know, that's
You
what
wouldn't-
I thought.
You wouldn't sell that.
No, I wouldn't. Hey, Ariel, I want to give you a bit of advice. If you get off, if it takes you down again, take
Okay.
Wi-Fi off.
Okay, I just tried to do that. It didn't work.
Okay. Well, I don't know.
Okay, so your mom says the donut represents sweet emotion, like being a sweetheart, huggy, cuddly. Is that a bad emotion? It's not a bad emotion, is it?
No.
What, hugging and cuddling?
Huggling? Yeah, huggling.
Ugly. Yeah.
It's a new word. Yeah.
I don't think it's a bad thing. I think that people make it like that. I think that, once again, you can blame the media and you can blame the television, you know, that we're taking all the feeling and all the sweetness out. You have to be mean. You have to be hard. Don't let people walk over you. You know, that's the attitude that falls behind being sweet nowadays. Sweet people get taken, you know. But I believe in people. I believe in people. Pass the donut, you know.
So they get chewed up. They get chewed up and spit out.
Right. Looking at it as falling deep in a hole. Looking at the middle of the donut. You can look at the donut different kind of ways. I'm just saying.
You can also look at it as an old person and having that padding on your toilet seat when you're paddling your way to the bathroom when you're older, shuffling down the hallway with your donut.
Is that what that
arm.
was? Is that for old people?
What?
On to the next item. I like that though.
Pot.
That's what you think of hot?
No, I didn't say hot. Did you? Do you want to? I need an emotion that goes with this.
I'm gonna say hot.
Like hot, like boiling hot, like hot. You're so angry. Hot, or yeah. I'm really hot.
Like angry hot.
Okay, cool.
Like water boiling.
You guys are really good at this. For something that we just came up with, this is a pretty good game.
Your temperature rising, that's what it can be. How it goes. And then all of a sudden they just are going way faster. It can temperature.
Donna, would you know anything about that?
Yeah, I would. But when I see that pot, immediately I thought of what she said, but then I went another direction. I thought of how long it does take for that water to boil. And if you're in a hurry, you better have patience, because they say a watch pot never boils. And automatically that's what I thought when she said water boiling. I thought, how long does it take for water to boil? So when you think of that attitude Aria was talking about, look at the pot while it's starting. It gets warm. There's that steam. Then you get those first ripples of boiling, and that's when you first get mad. And then by the time it's like rolling boil, you're ready to kick somebody's butt. But look at the pot. Look at the water. It's like that much left. Mm-hmm. And so all that emotion has been spent on bubbling and churning. And when you get down to it, it's nothing but, if you leave it on too long, it's just going to be a burnt, useless pot.
I love that. Oh, how amazing. I want to do this game again. I think that's really great. Like, I wouldn't have thought about that. But yeah, you're now like super hot. You're overheated, right? And if you let it go, you'll burn the bottom of the pot.
And be useless. And you'll be useless.
Right? So how do you stop that emotion? Because it just like the boiling water, it does take time to build and boil over, right? So when we boil over and we explode with emotion, and it's always negative emotion when we're, really sort of losing it,
Mm-hmm.
How do we stop ourselves? How do we turn down the heat?
I think you get a bigger pot. You could instead of sometimes it overflows. What if you get a bigger pot, which meaning more support system? Surrounding yourself with better things, or getting a different pot. Maybe you can have a more advantage of not overflowing.
That's a good one.
Maybe a better pot's an expert pot.
Yes, a better pot. Yes.
Or how about just turning
the temperature down?
Turning the temperature down. And that's what I was thinking. I mean, great, a better pot, and that is great, because you do it, so you surround yourself with.
Yeah.
But how cool is it for us if we could turn our emotions off, just like we turn the stove off? Doesn't stop boiling right away, but it gives you that cool down period. In the law, when people kill people in a heat of passion, they always say that heat of passion. There's that fine line where you could have turned it down, where you could have shut it down, where you could have, taken control. Even with a boiling pot, if you put something in it, it a lot of times stops and turns into a simmer. So just like Ariel said, how about taking that anger and pouring it into a bigger pot, where it has to, it slows down automatically when you put it into the big pot. It's going to slow down. But the trick is, you have to stop it before it boils over again.
Absolutely. I love that. And so next one is vitamin.
Vitamin.
A vitamin bottle. Put an emotion to that, and let's go.
I'm going to say is endurance.
Ooh.
I'm gonna say
An
endurance
emotion.
for that.
So
Okay.
Is that an emotion? Endurance?
Well, we can turn it into emotion. We can do
this is
whatever we
our
want.
game. We can do.
Endurance.
This
This
is
is
our
our
show.
show. It's our virtual red Corvette. It's tricked out whatever way we want. And if you want to call endurance an emotion, we can make that happen.
Yes, endurance. I'm gonna say that for sure. What do you put in your? What vitamins do you have? Do you call your vitamins it being working out, reading, talking to a certain person throughout the day that may be your vitamin? You know, anything
Yeah,
that
like
you make.
anything like meditation, watching a certain show or reading a certain book or going for a walk or whatever. I think you're right. Like, how is that an emotion?
It can give you like me being around my mother gives me a good she helps me throughout the day, talking to her and getting advice from her and everything. It gives me she's a good vitamin for me to make me want to endure and stay strong by
I love
her
that.
and what she gives and puts to the table for me.
I like that. I think it's good that you use the vitamin, and we all have somebody or something that gives us that push, that fuel. And I don't even need to add anything else to that because I think that's perfect. When I saw the vitamin, the first thing I thought of was rejuvenation. And I know that's not necessarily an emotion, so we can take that and say rejuvenated. I feel rejuvenated. I feel alive. We take things like that to make us feel better. That's good, Ariane.
Because a lot of us are on some sort of long
Yep.
endurance trek through our life. For instance, I am with an inventor, and it's been a long journey. I have had to have a lot of endurance to get through it. Now we're coming out of it. It's very exciting, and soon I'll be able to actually talk about what we do and all that kind of stuff. But it's been a lot. I've had to have endurance. So you're right, Ariel. I've had to have people around me that have given me strength and kind of help keep me going. I've had to try to eat right and exercise and all these things, meditation, my gratitudes at night, all these things have helped me endure.
That's great.
Difficult journey, because it's although it's a journey that we chose, it's been a very difficult journey.
Yep.
And then you don't know the outcome. Like people take those vitamins and they take all these medicines and they're not even sure what the outcome may be, but they still take it because they have hope, and they hope that this vitamin can help them endure throughout the day, their trials and whatever they go through, that this vitamin may give them that strength and that vitamin to keep them going.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay, we all women know what these are, and any guys that actually they don't get their toes painted at a pedicurist. So
I know someone that does.
A little toe separator.
I think of laughter. I think of fun. You're playing with that. Look at your face.
Yeah.
It's a fun color. You can do more. Right. You can do more with that than you can imagine. So I think using that for exactly what you're doing, you can put it in your mouth like purple buck teeth, a little princess crown,
A princess crown,
a goatee. Put it here. See, a goatee. You can do so much with that. So I immediately started smiling. It immediately brought.
Siobhan's just what? Siobhan can have her own little show with that thing.
You can use that for many things. I associate that quickly with laughter. It's so funny that up until this point, pretty much everything has been something to cure something. You notice what we've been doing? This is the first thing that you put up that we don't need to have a cure for. Laughter, having fun, taking something as small as that little toe separator and making fun with it.
Oh, and the way you walk with it is even hilarious,
Yeah,
right?
you walk like a duck.
I don't ever wear them. I have to take them off. That's why my toes get messed up. I can't stand walking with those things on.
Okay. Oh, you better not mess with me.
Ooh, look. There
You
she
have
goes.
knuckles in the hood.
Boom.
I guess I'll be the serious one. When I thought about it, I thought of space, needing space. You know how you space is between
Between your toes.
your toes and your hands. I thought of space.
That's cute.
I like that though.
You just take one of those and wave it around so people will know,
Yeah.
I need my space.
I need
my space.
Because we all need our space. You know, we
Yeah,
do
Absolutely.
You need
escape from
together,
time to time. Yeah.
even though they're constantly together, sometimes we need to space them apart. You know, sometimes we need our space as human beings, and
That's why in a 4-bedroom house, like you
Mhm.
guys live in, right? That's
Yeah.
why there's 4 bedrooms or 5, well, however many
And
bedrooms
it's
you have.
still not enough.
Oh.
there's
Still.
you found
enough
your
space.
own space. Yes.
We need to get some of those little things and stick them all around.
Okay.
Um,
Do you know what that is?
what the heck
What
is
is that?
a knob?
No,
Garlic?
Garlic. Oh, it's garlic.
Oh, a knob. Ooh,
Garlic. You want to go
Garlic.
first with the garlic, Ariel?
No, Siobhan, go first with the garlic. What do you think, Siobhan?
Well, let me see. Gardeners and herbalists love it, right? They use it for, gardeners, they really take care of garlic because they have to grow it 1 year for it to harvest the next year. I think that's how it works, right? It's like asparagus. You have to grow it for 7 years to get a crop or something. I'm not exactly sure. So people tend to, they tend to this, right? And but then they also, it's known as a way to ward off vampires.
That's
if you ever run
immediate.
into anybody.
Immediately what I thought of was what we talked about a couple years ago, were the vampires, the people that drain you for all you have going on inside of you. They take all your emotions. They take everything from you. And immediately when I saw that, that's what I thought of. Getting a big necklace full of garlic and just walking through the streets. Exactly.
Well, yeah, so being aware of those vampires, those energy takers, they suck the life out of you. I mean, you talked about that earlier, Ariel.
I wouldn't mind running into Edward. I'm just saying, on the street. I'd run into some Edward.
And you wouldn't need garlic.
I would not need garlic at all.
I actually saw on Facebook something about, like, in the 1980s, the vampires were ugly and disgusting, and the werewolves are ugly and disgusting. And
now they're hot.
And then now they're like
They're
hot
hot.
guys.
They're
like,
hot.
You
They're
can't
hot.
tell them apart from the boy next door.
Cruise and Brad Pitt were hot.
Yeah.
Vampires, Dracula was hot.
I suppose. So how do you stay away from those vampires? How do you shift out of the emotion? And what if you are a blood-sucking vampire?
What if you are?
I think the best thing, you said it, and we always preach it, is self-awareness. Point blank. If you're aware of yourself, then you know who you want to be around. You know who's sucking the life out of you, and you're just going to have to woman up, pull those panties up, and say, "You're draining me dry. You're killing me. You're killing me. You're killing me. I need space. Get me those little pink things that Ariel has. You know, give me those toe separators, and you know, step off for a bit."
Okay, and this one is our final one because we are running out of it.
Yes.
An emotion for this item.
Time is on my side.
Yes,
I
it
think-
is.
I was hoping, I'm gonna say, I think of time. Time. I think of. Go, Mom.
We're out of time. Oh my God.
A
So
better
when
word how to-
you're worried, you're hurried.
Yeah, I got worried seeing that. Honestly, I did. I have a lot of things coming up. It makes you yes, that's the word, worried, because I have a lot of things coming up that I have to face. And seeing, I can't even stand when I hear people say, "What time is it?" Because I'm like stressed out. I'm like, I don't want to know what time it is. You look and see what time it is. You know, find out yourself. So it makes me worried. That's all I got for that one.
Because our life is so hurried, and we're always on the go, and we do have to be at places on time, appointments, and I'm never on time. I really have a hard time with that. And you have to get up with the alarm clock. That just ruins your morning right from the start, right? So a clock is also about the future. You worried about the future? Like, people worry. They don't stay in the present. They worry about the future. They regret the past. Right?
It's like the next.
I'm just like, yeah, I know. She's freaking out with the clock. I'm looking at, look at the time is really an awesome thing, an amazing thing, because it does say a lot. Just that one thing when you held it up, it flooded me with a lot of emotions. I know what Ariel is talking about, what she's dealing with. I've been there, done that, looking at the clock going, oh gosh, it's time for me to do this. It's time for me to face this. But if you look at it in a positive attitude shifting way, and I'm going to say this to my daughter on air right now, honey, time is on your side right now because you have made such strides. And this little thing that you're faced with tomorrow is going to go by in a millisecond. And you have a whole road ahead of you with lots of, you're going to love clocks. You're going to love clocks.
And you got a lot of supporters. Where's my supporters? We got a lot of vitamins supporting you. We're with you 100%. We're there. You may need some space tomorrow, but we're there with you.
I love you guys.
We love you. And Donna, it is now time to put it in park. Ariel Butler is our new co-host and a great addition to the Attitude Shift Show. And I hope everyone listening had fun. Check us out at the Attitude Shift Show. theattitudeshift.com, and you can go back and watch any of our shows and listen to any of our radio shows that we used to do. We have great guests, and we also are giving our book away for free because we think that everybody should learn how to attitude shift. So we talk about what an attitude shift is and how to do it, and we share some of our own attitude shifts. And it's a fun book, so go in, download it from theattitudeshift.com, and make sure you follow us on Facebook. We're there all the time. Ariel Butler, Donna M. Butler, and Siobhan Shaw. You can find us. You'll find us. It's not hard.
You'll find us.
You'll find us putting it in park tonight. Thank you guys so much. Thank all the people. You know what? You guys watch us. We know you do. You comment. You follow us. Share it with somebody. Pass the word on. Shift your attitude and then shift someone else. In the meantime, we're going to go back to the drawing board and figure out what we're going to do next week. But you can best believe it's going to be something great because it's the three of us, and you can't go wrong when you have the three of us, right, guys?
Nope, so, you sure.
Park it hard, park it right, just park it somewhere tonight. Ooh. And we'll see
I like that.
Park it hard, park it right, as long as you park it somewhere tonight. Mwah. We love you all. Peace. The flip out.
Bye.